Hello my loves, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is your girl Kensthetic with the Kensthetics, and I'm here with you guys today with a new video. So today's video is going to be an affordable, beginner-friendly makeup tutorial. You guys are going to see me achieve this makeup look right here using only affordable products. So if you guys are interested in seeing how you can beat your face using affordable products, not breaking the bank, still looking good, still doing what you gotta do, then go ahead and keep on watching. Before we get started with today's video, make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up. Drop a comment down below with your thoughts, comments, questions, opinions after watching this entire video. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Before we get into the video, I wanted to let you guys know that each and every product and tool used in today's video will be linked down below in the description box. So make sure you guys check out the description box. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So I do have acne prone textured skin. I have a couple dark spots as well as hyperpigmentation on my skin right now. So today's makeup look is definitely gonna give, I would say, medium to full coverage. And yeah, all of the products used in today's video will be safe for acne prone skin. I'm gonna start off by using this e.l.f. hydrating face primer. e.l.f. products are popping. Like, I have been using e.l.f. products for the longest time, and I feel like they're just elevating the quality of their products over time. So I'm gonna take this primer. It's like a gel cream consistency, if you will, but it melts down into like a nice smoothing consistency. Like, oh my god, it feels so good on the skin. And I've been loving a hydrated look, a dewy look versus a matte look nowadays. So this primer helps me achieve that look. Your primer is very crucial to determine what type of makeup look you're gonna give. Like, a lot of times, or I don't know if it's just me, I used to downplay primer so bad. I used to be like, I don't need a primer, X, Y, and Z. Girl, a primer is literally the key to the base of your makeup. Like, key. So for my brows, y'all know I don't play about my brows. Y'all always compliment me like, brows. And I'm gonna show y'all what I've been using to do my brows, what I've been loving. This Sephora retractable brow pencil in chocolate brown. The girls are not talking about this enough. So I've been using this brow pencil for my last few beats, and I'm in love. Like, I thought since it was like an affordable or lower end eyebrow pencil, it was gonna make my brows look waxy throughout the day. I didn't get that at all, because that's my biggest fear with brow pencils. I'm like, let me just pay and get something that I know is great quality, because a lot of these brow pencils like to play in my face throughout the day, and I don't have the time for that. So I'm just using the spoolie to comb my brow hairs up. I don't have much brow, but I know how to work with it. It doesn't matter how much you have. It just matters if you know how to work with it, okay? And that's with a lot of things. As long as you know how to work with it, you Gucci. So it is retractable, so I'm gonna go ahead and push some of the product up. I like to start by drawing one line at the bottom, which is gonna serve as like the base of our brow. Can y'all see? So one line at the bottom, like that, and then one line at the top. The top line, I like to make it a little lighter, like not as heavy as the bottom line, because you want it to have like a nice airbrush look, or at least that's what I like. And it's okay if you don't get it perfect, because I'm going to show you guys how I clean it up. So once you have those two lines, I just take my pencil and do like upwards brow strokes, because after all, we do want it to look like a realistic brow. And when I get to the front, I go in with a little bit of a lighter hand. And once I have the overall look of the brow, I just make adjustments to just have things look how I want it to look. And boom, you have a brow. So once you have your brows on, I like to call this like the rough draft of my brows, because after I see how everything on my face looks, I'll usually go back in and make some adjustments. But for the most part, we have the rough draft of our brows. So to clean up our brows, I like to use these two concealers. Both are from Sephora collection. These are Sephora collection Best Skin Ever concealers. These concealers right here, I tell y'all about them all the time because they are just that great. I'm telling y'all. And they're only $15 from Sephora. So I use the shade 35N in the front of underneath my brow, and then I use the shade 34.5N, which is a little lighter at the tail of my brow. And as I do this, because I can't talk and do it at the same time, you guys are gonna see, like, you know, everything come together. So I'm using this brush. This is a Morphe M124 brush, super affordable as well. I do not splurge on brushes. Like, the affordable brushes be doing it for me. Okay, affordable makeup does it for me too. Because if y'all watch my makeup videos, you guys are gonna see tons of products that I always speak about being used. So y'all know it's the truth. So 35N in the front of my brow. And then I'm going to take the 34.5N to clean up the tail of my brow. And then I like to take my Sephora collection brush in 57. This is a concealer brush to just blend all of that out. And you guys are going to see the magic. Make sure you really buff out the area between the two shades of concealer to make them one. Now I'm going to take the same concealer, the Sephora Collection Best Skin Ever Concealer in the shade 50N. This is more similar to my skin tone. So I like to use this to sculpt out the top of my brows so that it can then blend in with the foundation, which you guys are going to see come together soon. But yeah, use a shade similar to your skin tone to sculpt up the top of your brows. And if you don't want like the pop of, you know, highlight under your brows, you can use the same concealer to do underneath your brows too. But I just choose to do it this way. I'm gonna blend it upward. And then once again, I'm gonna take my Sephora Collection brush in 57 to blend all of that out. This brush is just amazing. So that took a while, but I love to perfect my brows. Like, if my brows are not sitting, I already know it's not gonna be a great makeup day. But if you have any imperfections after you sculpt your brows, you can always go back in with your brow product in order to clean things up. Like, I kind of erased a piece of my eyebrow over here, so I'm gonna just go ahead and draw it back. So as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I do have dark spots and hyperpigmentation. So before I go on with my foundation, I like to just cover it with concealer so that it doesn't peep through my foundation throughout the wearability of the dayability. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the dark spots be trying to have a moment, and it's like, now is not your time. It's not. So I take my Sephora Collection Best Skin Ever concealer in the shade 50N, which is the shade that is the most similar to my skin tone. And I just go ahead and cover any like dark spots that are just doing the most. I like to let this concealer sit down for a while so it can actually like be tacky to my skin and actually stick in. You know what I'm saying? So I let that sit for a few and then I'm gonna go ahead and blend it out. When I'm blending this concealer and I'm just tapping it into the spot where we applied it. Ooh, now I have a little nugget coming in. Who invited you? Who invited you to the party? Oh, the skin looking flawless already, girl. Already. So for foundation, I like to mix this Sephora Best Skin Ever foundation in the shade 53.5N with the Sephora Collection Best Skin Ever foundation in the shade 50N. The combination of these two, chef's kiss for my current skin complexion. So I take like half a pump of each. Like, look how much I have left in here. Okay, I'm telling y'all, these foundations are fire and they're $20 from Sephora. So I take half a pump of each. Ooh, oopsie. And I like to use my Morphe E60 brush for foundation application. So I mix the two shades on the back of my hand and I distribute the product on the circumference of my face. I don't like to put too much foundation in the areas that I'm still gonna go in and highlight with concealer because I don't like a heavy face. I like a lightweight beat face. So I go ahead and I blend the foundation on the circumference of my face. Like, look how skin like this foundation is. Like, yeah, this foundation, y'all should already know. This might be my current favorite foundation in my collection. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. So foundation, check. Now I'm gonna go in and highlight. So I like to take my Sephora Best Skin Ever concealer in the shade 34.5, and this is the lightest shade that I have. And I like to just put a little bit, just a little bit. Don't go overboard. I don't like a too bright of an under eye, so I literally just put a little bit. And I don't like to apply it too high because I have creases and I rather blend the concealer up than applying it there and, you know, it's trying to stick around. So I go ahead and I put a little bit in the middle of each highlight area. Un poquito. Heavy on the un poquito. Okay. And then I take the Sephora Best Skin Ever concealer in the shade 35N. And I apply that to the outskirts of the highlight areas. This concealer does dry down pretty quickly, so you gotta work kind of fast when it comes to this step right here. So I'm taking my Sephora brush in 57, my same concealer brush. And I'm going to start off by blending the darker shade, so the 35N. I like to blend that shade first. And then I go in and blend the 34.5N, the lighter shade. The reason I do it like this is because I like the lighter shade to sit a little bit more than the darker shade. I don't know. I just feel like I like how the concealer blends when I do this. If you are a beginner makeup girly, comment right now and let me know what you guys think about this video so far, because I'm trying to be super detailed, because a lot of people comment on my videos and they're like, I don't really know how to do makeup, or like, you know, I'm new to this, and that's absolutely fine. But with makeup, you just have to practice and you have to, you know, have a reasoning for everything that you use and everything that you do. So the products that you use are important, the steps you do them in is important, the tools that you use to apply them is important. So I'm trying to like basically cover all of that in this video so that it can be friendly for my beginner makeup girlies. So comment and let me know if you guys find this video helpful. show up in the comments down below for you, girl. So concealer is blended, and you guys are probably looking at me like, girl, oh no. The face is, you know, it's a little, you need to, okay? I'm gonna tell y'all what to do. Take your foundation brush and basically go in the areas between where you applied your foundation and your concealer, and just pat the extra foundation that is in that brush to blend the concealer into the foundation so that it's all one. You don't want anybody out here detecting where you applied what. Blend all of that in. Nice and good, nice and good. I'm gonna do the sides of my nose a little bit. Oh yes, look at the. Y'all are not telling me the face is not beat. Wow. I'm telling y'all, you do not need expensive products for a flawless face, okay? So now I'm gonna take this powder puff. This is from Amazon. I get these in a pack of like 10 for $7.99 or something like that. But I like to take this and blend my concealer areas again. And this also helps to pick up like any excess product before we go ahead and set with setting powder. Because when you have too much product and you try to set with the setting powder, I feel like that's when it becomes a mess. So I like to just do this to pick up any extra product. I don't know if you guys could see a difference. Setting powder, I'm going to use my Sephora collection. Not this being a whole face of Sephora collection, girl, but the Sephora collection translucent setting powder. This is what we're going to use on our face today. So I'm going to go ahead and distribute some of the powder into the cap. I like to use my powder puff to apply my setting powder because I feel like it just presses into the skin and helps with the wearability of the face throughout the day. And then I like to press the extra powder on my hand and push the powder into the face. Look up so you can get into those under eye creases. Really set that area real good. Do y'all see? And I like to keep my setting powder in like this region so that I'm not doing too much. Before I used to take my setting powder all the way into my hairline. It's not giving that anymore. But you guys can see the difference. This side is set under the eye and this side is not. So if you're not setting your makeup, that could be your downfall, girl. That could be your downfall right there. I also prefer to use a powder puff or a sponge to apply my setting powder versus a brush, because I feel like it actually gets all of the particles like into your skin, like into your skin. Like, do you guys see the greatness? Like, yeah, she's snatched, but she's about to be snatched. So now we bronze. To bronze, I'm gonna use my Sephora collection bronzer in the shade Abita. Girl, this brush right here is used and abused. Okay, she's so used that but she still gets the job done. So she's still here. But this bronzer right here, I always get questions about, girl, what bronzer do you use? What bronzer do you use? I've been using this for years now. My girl Stishy actually put me on the Stish Life. If you are watching my channel, girl, thank you for putting the girls onto this bronzer because it is so good. But I think this is the darkest shade Sephora collection has. Don't quote me, but It's so good. So I like to take this on this brush. This brush is from the Lip Bar. This is the fast face brush. It used to have two sides, but it's been through, okay? So I like to bronze my forehead real good. Sides of my nose. I just squeeze the brush a little. So you can have a nice snatch look like. And I like to go ahead and take that bronzer and also put it on my eyelid to serve as like shadow and to add some dimension to the eyelid. And you really want to get in your eyes when you do this because the creases, they're going to tell on you. So you want to make sure like you stretch your eye. That's why I'm like looking down, but get in them creases. Make sure you blend in it. And this is a cute little step if you don't know how to do eyeshadow like me, to just, you know, finesse the eyes a little bit and make the people think you know what you're doing even though you don't know what you're doing. This blush is so pretty. This is the, I'm telling y'all, this might as well be your whole face of Sephora collection. Almost. Besides the primer, I think everything else has been Sephora collection. But this is the Sephora collection blush in the shade Hey Jealousy. This blush right here is a pretty pink color. So I'm gonna take this Morphe M536 or 586 brush to apply my blush. So I'm gonna pick it up on this brush. Don't be alarmed now, okay? Don't be alarmed, but she is very pigmented. I feel like blush just awakens the face. It gives it personality, gives it character. It's just like the perfect finishing touch. Once again, I cannot believe that I never used to wear blush before. But thank God for progression, okay? Thank God for the upgrade in my makeup skills. Thank God for the other black girls who made me realize like blush is for us black girls too, okay? It was made for us. Like, look at this and tell me that blush wasn't made for us. Oh, okay. I don't have a necessarily like affordable setting spray, but I do have the mini Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. The setting spray is undefeated, okay? It's worth the hype. It lives up to the hype. And the mini is, okay, the mini size is 23, but it is available in like a gift set. So if you guys have been wanting to try this setting spray, they do offer 2 and you basically save like 10 bucks, I think. I forgot, but this is the setting spray I'm gonna use. I also used to like the Morphe continuous setting spray, the black one, but I'm gonna just set my face. For my lippy, I'm gonna use this NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Fudge Me. Like this lip gloss, if you don't use NYX lip glosses, I don't know what you're really doing. I don't know what you're really doing. Their butter glosses, literally so good. This looks so crazy without a liner, but I'm gonna take this Juvia's Place lip liner in the shade Cola, and I'm just gonna use that to define my lips a bit. I'm feeling a little extra today, so I feel like I'm gonna put a little I'm gonna put a little bit of Fortune Cookie on top of Fudge Me. Let's see what this combination into. I like to put a little eyeliner in my waterline, so I'm going to use this Sephora Collection 12-hour retractable eyeliner in the shade Matte Brown. I used to use black. I still do use black from time to time, but I feel like brown is less aggressive for like an everyday face. Black gives like night out, smoky eye. Y'all know the vibe. So brown is more of like everyday for me. I don't know if you guys can see the difference of what that did to this eye with the liner, with this eye without the liner. Just closes in the eye a little bit. And I don't have an affordable mascara, but I'm gonna use my Lancome mascara. So here is the final look. I went ahead and popped some lashes on. These are the House of Lashes in the style Iconic Light. These lashes right here is always gonna do it for me. Like, it just brought the look together so much. So yeah, I'm obsessed with this makeup look. Like the blush, it just sealed the deal for me. So I really hope you guys enjoyed seeing me achieve this makeup look. If you guys are interested in any or all of the products used in today's video, check the description box because I will go ahead and link each and every item used in today's video down to the tools, girl. Okay, because I told y'all the brushes are super important to a makeup look. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys drop a comment down below. Let me know what your favorite part of this video was, or let me know what your favorite product that I used in this video is, if you guys currently use any of these products. And also let me know if you guys found this video helpful. If you guys are a beginner when it comes to makeup, comment and let me know. Give this video a big thumbs up, drop a comment down below, and until my next video, I'll see you guys later.